Ekal Pranam. A very warm welcome to Mr. Suresh Iyer, who has formerly been the chairman of Ekal Vidyalaya Foundation USA. He has formerly worked in ISRO and now he has a very renowned software company in the US. Very welcome, sir. Sir, you have achieved so much in your life, then why have you chosen Ekal?
First of all, I come from a very middle class background and education was everything to me. And if I did not get the education at the right time, I wouldn't be where I am today. So always I felt that somebody helped me at the right time, especially during the prime time when I was growing up, when I need to have the education. If that was not provided, certainly it would have made things very difficult for me. So I always have it in the back of my mind that what I got, I need to be able to give it back to the society. And fortunately, I got everything. Through that education, I had the pleasure of working at ISRO. That was my first job. And I was part of the INSAT-1C. In fact, when Chandrayaan landed, I was glued to the TV quite a bit. So it was very important for me to recollect at the time how critical this education was to get me to that point. So immediately after that, I went to US and I always wanted to be connected with an association where they can actually do this in a mass scale. Because on an individual basis, you can only help one-to-one. But when you are part of an organization, that help could be multifold. So इसीलिए मैं एकल को चुना and I was fortunate. श्याम जी गुप्ता मेरे घर में आए थे एक बार रात हम इतने almost entire night we were talking. तभी मुझे पता चला that एकल ऐसा organization है that can actually do this at the remotest villages where those children need this education. So that's the reason why I chose Ekal.
Being the chairman of Ekal Vidyalaya Foundation, you must have seen a lot of dreams and aspirations for Ekal. What are they? Please share.
So one of the key things that I have noticed is those children that has gone through. I have been part of Ekal since 2001, so it's almost 23 years. And in these 23 years, I have seen kids who joined Ekal or primary school के माध्यम से, middle school, high school, and there are kids who have actually gone to college. That's an amazing achievement that you have seen as a transformation that somebody can actually do to the society. So that's fundamentally very important in order to see these changes happen in this remote part of the villages where it is most required. काफ़ी NGO काम करते हैं, लेकिन nobody is looking at the remote tribal villages, which is where Ekal is, and that touches my heart always.
Please share some unforgettable moments of Ekal Abhiyan, and why have you chosen Ekal? What Ekal have done that any other organization cannot?
एक चीज़ की एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण इम्पोर्टेंस है, that is urban and rural population में तो education literacy gap तो काफ़ी बड़ा था इंडिया में. अभी तो digital का माध्यम में it's even increasing. Digital gap is even much more higher, wider. So इन बच्चों को वो कंप्यूटर की जानकारी, there is no way they would have gotten. Ekal is the first institution or organization. Now we are able to get technology-based education to the remotest villages possible that nobody thought is possible because internet nahi, availability nahi hai, electricity nahi hai, power nahi hai. All these negativeness were there, but now we see India as such a progressive country. It has come along so much. Every village that you go, you have connectivity. So we are able to use that and translate that and provide education that is technology-based. And मेरे ओर से, unless you are technologically educated, you are not educated today. अब हम तो AI की बात कर रहे हैं, so it's very important for our children to basically get as much as what the urban children gets. We want our rural children to get that. Only then we will succeed. So वो भी मोदी जी का dream है, and we want to make sure that that's possible.
Suresh ji, what impact has Ekal made to your life?
Personally, I grew quite a bit. I think I'm more selfish from that perspective, right? Ekal से जुड़ने के बाद my attitude completely changed. क्योंकि हम जो अपने ओर से करते हैं, हमारे फैमिली के लिए करते हैं, वो तो कर्तव्य है हमारा. लेकिन ये बच्चों जिनकी हमें जानकारी भी नहीं है, उनको रीच करके if we are able to do something, that's phenomenal. That brings a different level of satisfaction to me. And I think I am more blessed being part of Ekal than Ekal, I would say.
From Ekal Bharat's platform, what message do you want to give to today's generation?
First, I will start with US because that's NRI country, right? And we have come quite a bit in US. We started with few chapters. Now we have close to about 70 chapters across the country. If there are people in US that is not part of Ekal, come join us. It's www.ekal.org. You can join us anytime as a volunteer, as a donor, and you can help us in any way possible. And in fact, you can reach to your village that you otherwise could not reach through Ekal. And India audience, you are already blessed to be in India, and now you can actually reach out to these villages which we have not reached in almost 70-75 years, and they need to be educated as much as everybody else. So please join as much as you can in any capacity, as a volunteer or as a donor, doesn't really matter.
Thank you, sir, for joining us here today and sharing your life experiences.
I was on a very short trip for 4 days, but I was so happy to be part of Ekal Bhavan. I just enjoyed everything that you are all doing.
Thank you again.